Okay, Ninja High School crossover emergency, which preempts everything else at the moment. I'm recording this Wednesday, the 28th, a little after 6 p.m. So this is a message for Ben Dunn. A couple of times I've mentioned to Rolly, I don't have pages 8 through 11. So, if you could just ask Ben what's up with pages 8 through 11. It's not like I have any shortage of work to do on this. I've got a good 20, 25 unfinished pages. Maybe not that many, about 20 unfinished pages to work on. So it's not like, I got to have these pages because I'm almost at the end. So Rolly, I guess, did finally mention it to Ben and explained that I don't have phone or fax right now. And according to Ben, I have pages 8 through 11. And it's like, this was the, what are the odds that this is an otherworldly occurrence that just has no plausible explanation, as opposed to a plausible explanation, like Ben's still working on part two, pages 8 through 11, because it's the Ninja High School part. After Red Soviet Tomb Raider has already been introduced, and I'm sitting there going, well, that's got to be it. It's otherworldly things do happen, but they don't happen all the time. They happen more frequently to me than they do to most people. They don't happen all the time because there's no explanation. We're in agreement that 2 packages of pages came in. The first package of pages came in, and I started working on those, and that was, I think, the first 15, 16 pages. And then there was a gap of about 3 or 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks, while Ben was working on the rest of it and saying, I will send the rest of it as soon as I can. So second package came in, and that was when I started putting all of the pages in order and going, okay, I've got all of the pages except for 8 through 11. And there had to be a plausible explanation for that. It's not as if Ben would have finished pages 8 through 11, because like I say, they were all Ninja High School pages. So he would be doing those, and then would have sent all of the pages except for 8 through 11, and not noticed that he's still got pages 8 through 11, right? I mean, that just doesn't add up. So it's like, well, okay, we'll just wait and see what the reasonable explanation is. And no, unfortunately, there isn't a reasonable explanation, because I don't have pages 8 through 11, and Ben doesn't have pages 8 through 11. So I just found this out, about 2 o'clock this afternoon? Maybe earlier than that, maybe around noon, because Rolly was in working on Can 12. And good news on that, all of the pages on Can 12 are done, and he's just collating them now. But meanwhile, back at Ninja High School, so I'm working on page 27, which is actually the new page 27, because I was going, looking back at the Turtles crossover, I'm going, okay, these are supposed to be all ninja and sword fighter types, and nobody really has a sword fight. So we're going to have to fix that in the Ninja High School crossover, and have at least a couple of good sword fight pages. So that's what I'm doing right now, is a sword fight between Ichiku and Cerebus. And while I'm working on it, I'm going, oh, okay, I think I figured out why nobody actually does major sword fights in ninja comic books, because they're almost impossible to do. I mean, you have to have the swords meeting at a plausible point, and you have to have the figures aligned so that it makes sense that they're where they're supposed to be relative to their swords. And it's a real problem. It's a solvable problem, and I think I did a really good job on page 27. But it took a while getting it in the on deck circle, but it was in the on deck circle, and now it was just okay. Now just don't screw it up. Just finish it, and you've got one good page of sword fight. So that's what I was working on, and I'm going like, well, I can't phone Ben, but I know Rolly's going to contact Ben and say Dave doesn't have pages 8 through 11. At which point Ben's probably quite legitimately going to be freaking out, going, "What happened to pages 8 through 11? I did pages 8 through 11," and they're really good pages. They're really good Ninja High School pages, which I imagine that they are. Just they don't exist. They should be there, or they should be here, and they aren't in either place. So this is a message for Ben that I've got the script for pages 8 through 11. It needs a little work. I've been goosing up the script where I can, and chopping and using various narrative tricks to try and move the story along. But this is part 2, and I have the layouts for pages 8 through 11. So the only problem that I've got is that the Azrael, Ichiku, and Jeremy are walking together, and they are walking near the Sakura Inn. And it's like I'm going, okay, is the Sakura Inn something new that you've just invented for the Ninja High School crossover, or is the Sakura Inn a stock location in Ninja High School? In which case, I need to know what the Sakura Inn looks like. So I'm not drawing it out of character from its previous appearances. The same thing with the character of Sammy, Sammi, who is a female character and looks more like a very androgynous character to the point of gender dysphoria, which I'm fine with that. If that's what Sammy looks like, then I can do a reasonable approximation of that. But same question: has Sammy appeared before, and can I get some sort of indication of what Sammy looks like? Or I can just pencil Sammy and then relay it back to you, and you can draw Sammy the way Sammy's supposed to look. And it's technically the same thing with the Sakura Inn, but I'm not really sure how much space the Sakura Inn takes up. So I can see where this fits into the story, and I can fit it in there. If you're okay with me doing that, and I will probably double back from page 27 to page 8 and do pages 8 through 11. But if you can check your script for pages 8 through 11 and the layouts for pages 8 through 11, which I'm assuming I don't have the only copies, then if you can say, okay, this is what it's supposed to look like, then I can go from there, and I'll just do something else so that you're not having to redraw 4 pages. I can't even picture doing that, having to redraw 4 pages that you just recently drew because they just disappeared in an otherworldly manner. The other possibility is, do you have copies of your side of pages 8 through 11 that you sent that theoretically I'm supposed to have? And can you email those to Rolly so that I can just work with those? I'll trace those and do other things that I need to do, fit it into the storyline. But I should be able to use the artwork that you've already done. You don't have to go all the way back to square one and go, okay, here we go, pages 8 through 11, take 2. We don't want you having to do that, and I'm hoping there's any number of ways that we can avoid you having to do that. But there you go. That's the emergency, and this links in a strange way to CAN 12. So I'm going to make that a separate file. This needed to be explained to Ben, and the best way to explain it to Ben was to explain it on Amok by just recording it on my voice recorder. And there you go. That's been explained. And now I will link this to CAN 12. Hopefully. Okay, one of the things that I did find out the back, I've been sort of scrounging through Camp David and trying not to upset Rolly's idiosyncratic order that he's got everything in, and just going, okay, what's in this box? And it was like assorted artwork or something like that. And it's like, okay, what's assorted artwork? Let's take a look at this. This sounds promising for a CAN 12 Kickstarter. And I looked through it and I went, oh, I know what this is. This is the full-sized photocopies that Gerhardt used to do of each issue when it was done as our backup, coincidentally, in case an issue ever got lost. Again, one of those, can't really picture it happening. Gerhardt, we would get the issue done, and Gerhardt would pack up the issue, all of the original artwork in a FedEx box, and then FedEx it to Printing Print and Litho. But before he would do that, he would photocopy full-size photocopies of all of the pages. So God forbid if an entire issue did get lost, it would be reproduced very, very badly from photocopies, but at least it wouldn't be completely lost. We wouldn't be sitting there going, okay, we thought we had issue 188 done, and issue 188 has gone missing somewhere between here and Windsor. So unfortunately, we just have to start over again at page 1 and do the whole thing over again. This way it would be, no, Kim, Dick, John, do the best you can with these lousy photocopies, but this is the best that we're going to do in terms of issue 188. So, as I say, coincidentally, these have just turned up. So that is one of the things that I'm going to be offering on CAN 12. I don't know how many of them. I have to see which ones are there and which ones are the better copies. But you will have, if you want to buy them on the Kickstarter site, you will have the original artwork, the closest to the original artwork of that issue. The copies that existed before the printed comic book existed. Almost too thrilling to stand, I know that, but there you go. That's one of the things that we're going to be doing. And now I'm going back to Ninja High School, page 27, and I got to do the toning. I got to do a bit of rewriting and paste up the Kubert font lettering. And I'm hoping that I can have that done by later on tonight so I can talk some more about the actual Can 12 Kickstarter. Hopefully that's what you'll be listening to next.